Earlier this week, MTV showed the season finale of season 2 of Teen Wolf. And okay, yeah, I understand I'm a little late on this. It was earlier this week when it aired, but I just went back to school. I've been pretty busy, like with class and homework, so I haven't even really had that much time to make a video. But yeah, season 2 of Teen Wolf, I think it was another success from the lead producer Jeff Davis. Another epic season of the stories of Scott, Stiles, Allison, Derek, and the rest of the crew. But to me, I thought season 2, okay, when it started off kind of slow. It left off like right after the end of season 1, like right after Allison's aunt died, and when Lydia ended up in the hospital. But after the first few episodes, I thought, okay, I wouldn't say they're off to a bad start, but this isn't even average, like, compared to the first season. But that was only after the first few episodes, and I understand what they were doing was, like, they were introducing the whole new antagonist of the series, who was Gerard, who was the grandfather of Allison, and they wanted to also introduce what a Kanema really was. But I like how, I mean, I'll give props to the producers who instead of just making it only the alphas and the omegas, they all of a sudden brought in this new thing called a Kanema, who was like this giant lizard creature who guys would transform into, just like how Scott would transform into a werewolf. But they were they were pretty explosive, and they kind of remind me of the new villain in the Amazing Spider-Man movie, that giant lizard. They were both kind of similar to each other, but I also like how they all added like a whole bunch of new characters who, for example, Isaac, Gerard, Boyd, Erica, and how they didn't just leave it with all the same characters from the first season. And I like how they changed up the antagonist, to how they all of a sudden brought in Gerard, who wasn't even in the first season. But another thing I'll give props to them for is I also like how they made characters like Jackson and Allison. They turned dark, and at times they were even kind of like the bad guys. But as the season went on, it kept on getting better and better. And like after the season's slow start, at the end of season 2, I'd say it was either just there with season 1, or maybe even better slightly. Just after a slow start, I would have never saw that happening. But I mean, there were just a few episodes. They were just bizarre. I mean, they were epic. They just knocked you out of your seats. But like for an example, is the one when Jackson and Matt held Scott Stiles, Scott's mom, and Stiles' dad hostage at the sheriff's department at gunpoint. And another episode that was really epic was the one when Gerard threatened he'd kill somebody on the lacrosse field if he didn't give him Derek. Yeah, so season 2 had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of crazy, bizarre parts that there wasn't anything like in the first season. But however, it already has been announced that there will be a season 3 of Teen Wolf. It was also announced that season 3 is going to be 24 episodes long, which is the exact same amount as season 1 and season 2 put together. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make this the final season of the series. But I'm assuming season 3 of Teen Wolf, it's going to be about the senior year of Scott, Stiles, Allison, and the rest of them. And also the lacrosse season. Now it looks like Stiles is actually not going to be the bench warmer anymore on the lacrosse team. And unless they make it like go on to, like, they'll have a season 4 when they all go off to college, or just their life after high school. I could see that being a possibility if season 3 is not the last season of Teen Wolf. But I'm also stoked to find out like what happens, like if Scott and Allison are going to end up getting back together. Stiles is finally going to make out with a girl, which we've been waiting to see for the past 2 seasons. And I'm really stoked for season 3 of Teen Wolf. But I don't think it's going to be premiering anytime soon. My guess would be it's going to be this May, just like how when season 2 premiered. Just how it. Because season 2 ended. I mean, yeah, it started exactly a year after season 1 ended, and it ended exactly a year after season 1 ended as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do it for the third season in a row. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to season 3 of Teen Wolf. And Teen Wolf season 3 coming at you soon. And alright, that's all I gotta say, folks. Peace out. Laters.